Now, we've been using this idea of our mentality in our mind and talking about all the synapses and how they fire and how we make our decisions. And we know that our decisions very much, they determine our destiny. And since they do, that's why it's so important that we have the mind of Christ. And so that lens by which we look at things, it really does impact what happens with us in the decisions that we make. And so that's why it is a daily thing. We just can't do it once in a while. How many people know what I'm saying? Man, I know, Celeste and I, we share cars. And so we were flipped cars, and she was driving the car I normally drive. And so she turned on Air One to worship music, and it was on in the car when I got it back in the car. And so, we've been talking about having the mind of Christ. And then I was on the way here to the office on Monday morning, and I had a crazy driver on Indian School Road. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Was that you? Yeah, it was you. No, I'm joking. The idea was like, man, they were coming in hot. And here's the thing. Right away, I had that thing, that check inside me where I'm like, oh, this is a battle. Let's go, baby. Boom. I was ready to go. But you can't do that when the praise music in the back's like, Jesus, Jesus. And you're like, you're trying to keep mad. It doesn't work right. Now, I listen to podcasts, all sorts. I listen to rock music and all these throwbacks, and they're like, wow. That's a lot better soundtrack whenever you want to run someone off the road because they're acting crazy. And you're like, wow. You're like, yes, this is the song. Bam. Cut me off. But that's why it's so helpful that we actually have the mind of Christ and we watch what inputs come into our mentality. Because, man, when that blessing was there for me, because it's singing the name of Jesus, and I'm like having a decision, do I turn the other cheek or not? And thanks be to God, I did. And I'm sorry if you're here and you were driving that car. I'm very sorry. But, man, forgive me if I'm the one that does it to you next week. You know what I'm saying? Because each one of us, God is working in and through us. We're a work in progress. And so that's why our mentality, a daily decision to look at that lens and let it affect us, is important.